Happy Monday. I'm Melanie with Cedar Grove Farms, and it is time for our Monday night live sale. So if you have not joined us before, I'm going to tell you how this works and how you can participate. And as you hop on, say hello so that I know that you're here. And if you are new, definitely let us know that you are new. Hey, Peggy, so that we can watch for your questions and help you out. Abby will be hopping on and she will be answering your questions if there's anything that I miss, since I will be doing all of the demos, and she will help you out. So to start off with, giving you some information, I have a numbered list here. I have 35 items tonight. Hey, Debbie. I am going to show you the item, tell you all about it, give you a price, show you some ways to use it. And if you would like to purchase an item, you comment sold and the item number. So if you'd like number 10, you say sold number 10. If you would like 2 of number 10, hey Joanne, comment sold number 10 times 2. Some of the items are vintage or antique, which means we only have one of the item usually. I'll tell you if there's more than one. If you miss the item and someone else gets it first, go ahead and comment sold, backup number 11, and then that way if there's any issues, you get first choice. Sometimes we just find one back on the shelf, and sometimes people buy one piece and then miss another piece, and then it messes things up because they couldn't complete the whole set. Hey Sheila. Also, if you are a first-time buyer, we need your email address, because that's how you will pay. We will send you an online invoice. You will scroll down to the bottom and click pay and put in your info. And I know, look at me. I had to go to the doctor today, so I took a bath and everything. I am fancy. And what was I saying? Oh, it's the same as paying here in the store because it's coming through our Square system. Hello, Karen Broom. Hey, Carolyn. And shipping. We ship throughout the U.S. We will need to calculate shipping for you. That is not included. And that's pretty much it. We had a wonderful time with everybody this weekend for our Herbs de Provence event. If you missed it, you missed out on some really yummy food. And we are going to be doing a demo this week of the fresh made focaccia that was so wonderful and everybody wanted to know. So I'm going to do a video and put that on so that you guys will know how to do that. Hey Linda, hey Lauren. And we pinned a whole bunch of things on our Pinterest page. Just go to Pinterest and click on herbs and herb recipes, and you'll see all the stuff that we used, plus some extras. The garlic, I know, everything was so yummy. So yummy. Hey Beth. Yes, the dipping oils, you guys, the garlic parmesan is to die for. I think we sold like 16 bottles, something like that. And the cucumber dill dip, we sold, that was what we sold 16 of. But I think we only have like 3 bottles of the garlic parmesan. No, 1. I see 1 bottle over there left. But the cucumber dill dip, and I don't even like cucumber. It was excellent. Hey, Evelyn. All right, we are going to go ahead and get started. As soon as I clean my glasses, I see they are nasty. Can't see. All right. So several cool vintage pieces tonight, so be ready because there are a couple that make your heart beat faster. Hey, Paula. All right. First up, item number 1. You know I love silver. This is a really pretty silver tray. I was trying to read. It is international silver. This is a 13-inch round vintage silver tray. Item number 1, $30. Item number 2, one of the things that I really, really love, and that is white teapots. And I love them with or without lids. Love all the pretty details on this girl. She even kind of reminds me of Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast. That shape, can you see the little face there? So, other than the fact this is missing its lid, this is in excellent condition. It is not antique, it is vintage, but gorgeous for sure. So this is item number 2. It is 6 inches tall, 9 inches wide, no lid, $15. And to that, I'm going to add item number 3. Item number 3 is the Hay Scented Fern, $9. It does look like Mrs. Potts. It really does. Has the same shape as her. And that is absolutely adorable, just by itself. And of course you could do fresh flowers as well. We're going to add just a little bit more to it. Hey Becky, we are going to add, are you ready? This is the kind of stuff, I have hidden it from myself, that I absolutely love. Oh, here it is. It's been Monday all day. Are you ready? This is item number 4. This is a vintage, possibly antique cloche. I rarely see these. I have one at home like it, and that is why I didn't keep it. But I love this handle. It looks, trying to see if it actually does have a slight green cast to it. It has a slight green cast here in the handle. Otherwise, it is clear, but look at that. Oh, so curvy and shapely, and it's got the ripples in it, and then it flares out here. Just a stunning cloche. So this is item number 4. It is 6.5 inches tall. There are 2 of these available, and it is $22. So item 4, 6.5 inches tall, 2 available, $22 each. Hey Becky, hey Bonnie. I was thinking about you, Bonnie. We went down to the lake last weekend and I thought about you. Then up next, under our little cloche, going to add item number 5, the 2-egg mini nest, $2. I'd like to have something to prop it up with, but I didn't have time to find anything, but that's what I would do, is prop it up just a little bit so that you can see it. Then I'm going to add item number 6, the green and gold distressed bird. Whoops, help if I put it in the camera. The green and gold distressed bird, item number 6, $12.50. Tuck his tag in there so we don't see it. Then I'm going to scatter in there to bring in a little bit more of the gold that he has. Item number 7. These are our tiny gold mercury glass ornaments. These are about 1 inch to 1.5 inches long. They are $1.25 each, or $12 for a dozen. And you could use some green as well, but I'm just going to sprinkle in the gold because we already have so much green in this vignette. The green in the fern, the green in the bird, and as I said, I think there is a slight green cast in the handle of this cloche. All right, I'm going to very carefully, be still bird, bring this in so that you can see it. Just the cutest pizzas. Hey, Aunt Cynthia. So, don't fall over, bird. Quick recap on all of this. Item number 1, the 13-inch round vintage silver tray, $30. Item number 2 back here, The 6" by 9" vintage white teapot, no lid, $15. Item 3, the hay scented fern, $9. Item number 4, the vintage, possibly antique 6.5" cloche, 2 of those available, $22 each. Item 5, up underneath the cloche, is a 2-egg mini nest. We have probably 10 or so of those left, $2. Item 6, the green and gold distressed bird, $12.50. And item 7, the gold tiny mercury glass ornaments, those are $1.25 each, or 12 for $12. Hey, Jane. All right, let me move this because we don't want to take a risk. Those are so delicate. I gasped out loud when I found those. I just could not believe it. Vanna was with me and he knew what was going on when he could hear me from 2 hours over go. Love to find those kind of pieces. All right, that got us up through item number 7. So Nikki, I was thinking about you when I came up with this one, because when you were here, we were talking a lot about the French soaps and about how pretty they look, just stacked up, and how wonderfully moisturizing they are when you actually use them. Hey Judy, hey Susan. And also, got a couple of pieces tonight that look like crowns. I love that edging detail there that looks like a crown. So this is item number 8. This is a solid brass, nice heavy one. Hey Tammy, glad you're here. Hey Stephanie. So solid brass, vintage oval container, 3 inches tall, 9 inches long. Come in closer so that you can see. So you've got, I am not sure what that critter is. I thought it was going to be a lion, but it kind of looks more like a seal. What do you say that is? That's kind of what it looks like to me. A seal with the little handles in his mouth, and this is a nice heavy one. It is made in India. So item number 8, the solid brass vintage oval container, is $24, and it is perfect for stacking soaps. You wouldn't have to put in as many as I put in. You could put something in the bottom to kind of lift it up, since you're not going to see anything until the last one. So you would need 3. Put those on the top. Have that in your bathroom. Very, very French country. Could be even pretty to have a little bit of the dried lavender and kind of put around it. Very cute. Okay, so item number 8, the solid brass vintage oval container, $24. And to put in there, these are item number 9, the 300-gram cream French soaps. If you have not tried these, they are fantastic. This is the smaller one. I know a lot of people don't like the really big ones, so I use the smaller one. This is 72% oil, very pure, wonderful on your face, babies. They can use it for laundry. You have a stain, wet it, scrub it, throw it in. I love it to shave with. I know you've heard me say that a million times, but just run it over your legs and shave, and it's like shaving with lotion or conditioner. It's wonderful. All right, so one more time, if I gave you a price on these are $10. So item number 9, $10. We also have those in olive oil and lavender. Yeah. And I will be ordering more French soaps, the regular bar style soon, because we have sold out of those so quickly. So let me know which ones you liked. The argan, the shea butter, the lavender, and if you'd like some new scents, because there's tons of other scents I can buy, and I know lots of people are wanting those as we get closer to Christmas. So let me know what you think. Okay, item number 10 is a cool vintage piece that I found that I think several of you will really like. Let me cut this piece of string off of it. So, you know we love everything cast iron. So we've got this cast iron wreath, has a cute little bow, and then the holder to put your flower pot in. Hey Angie, hey Ruth. So you could attach this on a fence, a wall. You could put your nail here or here to hold it up, and you could even do one there if you'd rather do it that way. And the cast iron pot holder, this is the terracotta pot that fits it. This would be gorgeous with some greenery flowing down and then maybe something blooming up top. And vintage piece, so I only have the one. Hey Pam. So again, black cast iron wreath, has a little bow at the bottom for a wall or a fence. You can have your little pot. So this is item number 10. One of these available, $29. Hey Hot Rod. Hey Jane. Do we have any newbies on tonight? Anybody first time? I thought I saw some names I haven't seen before. Hey Rita. If so, let us know that you're here so we can welcome you and watch for any questions you have. Hey Miss Pam. All right. Got up through item number 10. Let's set up for another one. So item number 11 is a copper bucket. This is not copper, copper finish. That's what I was trying to say. So this is metal. This is a flamed metal made to look like copper, but it is not copper. It's got some French on there, and it is beyond my French abilities. Something about agriculture, Lyon, 1957. All kinds of cool stuff. If I'd realized it had that much on there, I would have looked it up, but sorry, I didn't. So, cute little copper pot for a planter or some other type of container. This would be really cute hanging on a shepherd's hook with a flower in it, or of course, put this on a table, use it indoors or outdoors. So we're going to turn it into a floral arrangement. Well, hey Nancy, we're glad you're here first time. And Tyler Ann, welcome. 2 new people. Thanks for joining us. So the copper bucket, 7 inches tall, 8 copper finish. Don't want to confuse you. It is not copper, copper finish bucket. It is 7 inches tall, 8 inches wide. Item number 11, $29. And to that, we are going to add one of our gorgeous dogwood wreaths. This is item number 12, $19. And you know, we like to use our wreaths flat oftentimes because it gives us all this wonderful flow and helps our plants stay up, and we don't need as many florals. Next up, we are going to add some of our flocked herb bush. So these are nice and full, nice soft minty green. It's just something great to use now and then carry over into fall. Hey Kathy. So this is item number 13, the flocked herb bush. It is $7.50. And I am going to start placing this in and spreading it out. And I'm going to put 2 of these in. You know, we always want to take a minute and really fluff out all of our greenery and florals so that we use less and so that it looks more realistic. Next up, I'm going to add item number 14. These are our dogwood bushes. So I'm going to, again, like we said, it's very important that you take time to shape your florals because that is what makes it look more realistic. If you take the time, make sure you kind of bend the flowers where you see as many of the faces as possible, open it up wide. You kind of start to see a form in it. Like, see, now we can see these brown twigs that you couldn't even barely notice before in here. So now it looks like we have a couple of different pieces, the greenery and the buds, then these twigs. So we're going to take these and now see how much it stands up in there. So I want to do the exact same thing again and even kind of shape some of your twigs so they don't just stick out straight, kind of give them a little bit of movement and life, and you will be much happier with the result. There we go. So I'm going to tuck that one in on the other side. So now that looks nice and full, and it kind of mimics like a cream sunflower and gives you still that summery look going into fall. Then this could be a standalone piece, but we're going to take a minute and add a few more pieces to it to make it a full vignette with a few more items. So to tie it together, I'm going to add another of the dogwood wreaths. The dogwood wreath was item number 12. It's $19. And I want to bring out some more of the brown, kind of match the copper. So I'm going to add item number 15. This is our smallest bee skip. I'm going to kind of nestle it down in the dogwood. This will be another cute standalone piece. And then on the other side, I'm going to add item 16. This is one of our antique copper pots. This is copper. This is a copper finish. This is truly copper, and this is an antique pot. And we have filled this with our sea salt caramel. It's got the 3 wicks, and it has 39 ounces. And somebody who's better at math than me, you get 5 hours of burn time per ounce. So 39 times 5 is how long this burns, and it is a really long time. Oh, and the smell is wonderful. This is our best-selling candle, the sea salt caramel. So it is $75. And somebody tell me, how long is 39 times 5? Because I know it's a long time. I wish I could remember. Then, to finish this off, to give it a little something else, we're going to add, okay, I see I had another pot over there that went with this. This is, and I just got myself confused. But we're just going to keep on going with it. I can make it work. So this is item 17, the moss twined nest with eggs, and it is $5. Thank you, $195. There we go. So that ties in all the greens and yellows and browns. But we have a bee skip and no bee. We want to know that our skip could attract a bee. So we've got this adorable little wooden bee ornament. This is item number 18. It is $8. And we are going to hang it off our bee skip like it is flying around. Going to go ahead and measure this because I forgot to tell you the height of this. So the bee skip is 8.5 inches tall. So 8.5 inches tall for that bee skip. All right, quick recap on all of this. Item number 11, the copper finish bucket is 7 inches high by 8 inches wide. Item number 11, $29. Item number 12 here and here is the dogwood wreath, $19. Item 13, the really pale green here, is the flocked herb bush, $7.50. Item 14, the dogwood bush, $10. Item, sorry, strange chicken noises out there. I forget, it's not dark. Chickens haven't gone to bed yet. Item number 15, the 8-inch bee skip, $18. Item 16, the antique copper pot with 195 hours of burn time. I think that's what, yep, Mickey Smith just told us. 195 hours of burn time in our soy salted caramel candle with 3 wicks. That is $75. Item 17, the moss twined nest with the little yellow eggs, is $5. And item number 18, our adorable wooden bee ornament, is $8. I know, the wooden bees are just so, so cute. Glad to see you, Loretta, and I know you're ready to get that Iowa kid back home with you. Won't be long now. I am happy to have my Tennessee kid home for a while. I'm nervous about the chickens because we lost 6 last week, so that's why I keep listening for the chicken sounds. Don't want to lose any more chickens. All right, that got us up through item 18. So item 19, this one, I know that at least one of the clutches sold. I'm not sure if both did. So I'm going to go ahead and style this the way I had it, but the clutch may have already sold. So item 19 is our gorgeous Summer Summit candle ring. You've got fern and yellow sunflowers as well as cream, and then some cute little white and yellow flowers. So this is item number 19, $12. I know, I don't want to lose chickens either. Poor chickens. Everything wants my chickens. Then I'm going to add to that item 20. This is a 5.5-inch vintage silver bowl, and it is $9. So item 20, 5.5-inch silver bowl, $9. This is also so pretty to put one of the French soaps in. We are going to just nestle it down in here and add what was item number 4, the vintage clutch for $22. Not sure if both sold. I showed one. They are identical. Let me get this where I can pick it up. But how pretty is that? And I love the way the silver is pretty polished. You know, normally I like silver that's not very polished, but it just really makes the cloche shine, seeing all that silver in there. Just love that. Wanted to show you too, as we're always talking about ideas, how pretty this looks by itself. Then if we turn it upside down, we get a whole different look. So remember that. Try turning things upside down. Most of the time it works. Occasionally it doesn't, but usually it does, and you get a completely different look. All right, so quick recap on that. Item 19, Summer Summit candle ring, $12. Item 20, the 5.5-inch vintage silver bowl, $9. And this was item 4 I had shown earlier, the vintage cloche, $22, that may or may not have sold already. So if you did buy a cloche, here is a really pretty summery way to display it. Hey, Sandra. Okay. That got us up to item 20. So item 21, one of my heartthrobs. I love, love, love French wire planters. This one has the lovely crisscross pattern. Love the cute little flaps here that you can actually bend up or down. Just a beautiful standalone piece as is. So this is one of our small planters. We have a small and a large. This one is 16 inches tall. We only have 2 of these left. And it is $49. Yes, my boy is still alive. He did try to defend the hens and he got beat up pretty good. That's how we know he did. His little comb was all bloody and he had a big chunk of feathers missing from his chest, and then he had another chunk missing back at his tail. And then the other 2 worthless roosters, they were totally fine. I don't think they tried to help at all. But yes, Leroy is good. He is. So item 21. The 16-inch French wire planter, 2 of these available, $49. Then I'm going to add the thing that I feel makes all the difference in the world in the French wire pieces, and that is the moss mat. So these are faux moss mat. This is item 22. We have 3 or 4 of these left. They are $12 each and 12 inches wide. And we simply roll it up, put the seam to the back, tuck it down in there, and that just makes it where you can't see whatever you put down in there. You have that wonderful green glowing out of it, just makes it gorgeous. I can see this with, you know, we did it with tulips, we've done it with hydrangeas. I could see this with the red amaryllis, the white amaryllis. You could do this in the spring with the paper whites. I think this would be gorgeous with a Christmas tree in it. Just, I could find a million uses for this. We are going to go to kind of a summer, early fall look. I love pieces that you can use in the summer and be able to go ahead and transition on into fall. So we are going to add item 23. These are our yellow sunflowers. Got 1 bloom and 1 bud per stem. So item 23 are the yellow sunflowers. They are $6 each. Bent it quite a bit to get it in here. When I first did it, I had them sticking up too high. Remember, when we do that, it makes everything look really leggy and sparse, and if we bring it down, see the difference? We don't need as many florals and it makes it look tighter. Hey, Kim. So, I'm gonna just put these in. I know we had at least 2 new people, if not more. So if you are new to us, welcome. We're glad you're here. And the way this works, I have a numbered list of items that I'm showing you. I'm showing you how to use them and giving you a price. And then if you would like to purchase, you comment sold and the item number. So if you want number 1, you say sold number 1. And then message us your email address for online invoicing and payment, and your shipping address if you need us to calculate shipping. Okay, so you know we like to work in odd numbers as much as possible. Occasionally, the odd number thing doesn't work out for space reasons, but in general, your odd numbers are going to look best. Okay, and I take a minute, be sure that all of the little faces are looking at me, and I like to occasionally have one that kind of droops down just because it makes it less perfect, and that is more realistic. And spread these out just a bit. Now we've got all the space in here, so I'm going to fill this in with the hay-scented fern that I showed you earlier. So this was item number 3, and it is $9. So you've got both dark green and light green in here, and a very delicate lacy fern. And I'm just going to reach in and kind of spread the fern around, because I don't want to cover up the sunflower, but I want to fill some of that space. So I'm going to use 2 of those. Come over to the other side and do the same. I'm just tucking it in the back and then pulling it forward as needed. Give us that fullness, and now the yellow even pops better off of all the green. Got some kind of string in there. Then you can stop right there, or if you want to give it a little more drama, because remember we always talk about the thrill, the fill, and the spill. This is mainly fill, don't have much of a spill. That was another reason I was kind of trying to bring some of the flowers down, is to give us kind of more of a spill. But I'm going to add a little bit of thrill. This is one of our things that we use 12 months out of the year. This is gorgeous in a Christmas tree as well. I know lots of you have seen us use these. So this is item number 24, the twig branch. It is $7. If you do not have at least one of these, you need one, because you can use it again 12 months out of the year. And when we use these in Christmas trees, it just really changes everything to have these sticking out, and we can have ornaments dangling from it, and it's just gorgeous. But you see the difference some thrill makes. Let me pull you. Well, I tell you what, I'll just pick it up and bring it back. Then I won't have to move the camera so you can see the difference. See how much bigger there from the white, you can see it. Just really adds so much to it. All right. Going to do a quick recap on this. Item 21, the 16-inch French wire planter, 2 of those available, $49. Item 22 inside, the 12-inch moss mat, we only have 3 or 4 of those left, $12. Item 24, the yellow sunflowers, $6 each. The beautiful hay-scented fern back here, that was something I had used already, so that was item 3, $9. Item 24, the twig branch, is $7. Now let's turn this into a vignette by adding some more pieces. First up, I want a little flow, and I'm going to add our 72-inch gold decor beads. I've already tied them in a knot. What I do, I know we have some new people, so let me take a minute and show you. So I've taken the 72-inch beads, folded them almost in half. Then I'm going to tie a loose knot and leave this end open so that I can slip it around whatever I want. And just going to slip that around the bottom. And then now everything shows up. The beads show up more because we have that big knot to catch your attention. So the 72-inch gold decor beads are item number 25, and they are $17. Then to add in a little more green, shift these over just a touch, and something super antique, we're gonna add this this 18-inch antique rope bed salvage. So rope beds could be anywhere from 200 to 300 years old. So I have no idea how old this is, but we know it is super, super old. And it is just an absolute gorgeous shade of green. All that wonderful chippiness in there. And again, it is 18 inches tall. One of these available. And that is item 26. It is $34. Just love all of the interest and character we get from the old pieces. All right, so now we have two fairly large items. So I've got to have something over here that is somewhere close to the height of this to make it look right. We got the really tall in the middle, because you know we like to do a triangle, so tallest in the middle and then sloping down. You see this is way too much of a difference. We've got to get this closer to the same size, but this has our green in it, goes good with our moss. So this is item 27. This is a real piece of wood with real moss on the top. They have just sterilized it, so there's no creepy crawlers going to come out of it when it's in your house, but real piece of wood. So this is 4 inches tall. It is item number 27. There are 3 of these available. It is $31. So we're going to put it here, and then we're going to build up from there. So I'm going to add another crown piece. See the crown details there? So this is also solid brass, but this has lived a completely different life than the piece I showed you earlier. This has got tons of patina on it. If we put some Brasso on it, you could probably polish it up and make it at least resemble brass. It's not going to be as bright and shiny as the other one. So up to you whether or not you like this patina, but a great piece. So this is item number 28, vintage solid brass crown container. It is $16. This is also a great one to use as a pedestal, turning it upside down and building up. We are going to put it here. See, we're getting closer to our height. We also want to have something else that's going to bring in some of our kind of yellows and golds. Just realized I needed something in here to hold. Oh, that'll probably work. Nope, that won't work. 1 second. I often used various little pieces to give me a little bit more height. So we are going to bring in more of the yellows by adding another one of those wreaths that I showed you earlier. This is the Summer Summit candle ring. It was item 19 and it is $12. So I'm going to sit that on top of here. Take a minute to shape everything. Got all kinds of little twigs and sunflowers and ferns. We want to be sure to really see these and not just have them be flat. So then we've got a hole in here. We still haven't quite made our height requirement. So we are going to fill that with our gorgeous cast iron bunny. So he is item 29, item 29, and he is $26. Nice heavy guy. He can be inside or outside. We're going to put him right in the center. Want to add one more little bit because I want to see him a little bit more. So I am just using some bubble wrap because it's clear and you won't see it. You could also use brown paper. And let's see. I'm going to put him right in the middle there. So not exactly the same height, but we're not going for exact because again, if things are too perfect, it doesn't look as good, but that is a much closer height, tying in all of our greens, our browns, and our golds. Okay, so quick recap on this. I recapped all of this piece. So this is item 26, 18-inch antique rope bed salvage. One of these available, $34. Item 27, this wood and moss pedestal. It is 4 inches tall, 3 of those available, $31. Item 28 under here, the solid brass vintage crown container, $16. This was item 19 we used earlier, the Summer Summit candle ring, $12. And item 29, our cast iron rabbit is $26. Okay. And I had told you earlier about turning things upside down and how you can make things look completely different. I can't use this on here upside down because it's too big, but if I wanted to use that separately, now I get to see all the beautiful parts down here. They're not covered up by the wreath. I can now put the wreath on top and still put my rabbit in the center. And now I have a completely different look from all the same pieces. All right, and move these. When we are done, for those of you who are new, we always walk around and do a shop tour so that you can see different things in the shop or the barn. I just realized tonight when I was outside getting some items for Mickey Smith that I never take you out on the porch. And there are a lot of cool garden items, which is what most everybody's doing right now, out on the porch, as well as regular home decor. So we're gonna go out and do a porch tour when we are done. All right, that got us up through item 29. So this is our last vignette. So this is a black vintage tray. I don't know what I have done with my measuring tape. Here it is. So this is wooden. It is 10¼ inches by 17 inches. So it is all nice and black and chippy. And in its previous life, it kind of had an Asian feel to it. Love all the crackling. It's a nice old piece. So this is item number 30, black vintage tray. It is $19. And we are going to build up from there. So we're going to add in the center one of our nice heavy cast iron jardinières. So this can look gray or blue based on what you put with it. Nice heavy piece, indoor or outdoor. I love to put them outdoors and get the nice rustiness on them and then bring them back inside. Hey, Krista. So this piece is item 31. It is $69. Everybody needs a French jardinière if you are a French country fan, because this is something that you will use a million different ways and is pretty much indestructible. It will hurt you before you hurt it, usually. Then we are going to add just some very simple greenery. I have put in some plastic to hold my greenery up. So this is, yeah, let me show you that because it makes quite a difference. So this is item 32. This is one of our Seraphine half spheres, $11. If I don't put anything in there, you see the greenery, but barely. If I put just a little bit of plastic under it, now suddenly it looks like twice as much greenery, just because I lifted it up. So remember that as you're putting things together. Sometimes you don't need more florals, you just need some lift underneath. Next up, we are going to add a little pop with some white decor beads. We're using these as decor beads, but these are actually a decor bead garland. It has the little ends on it so that you can hang it. These are some of the biggest beads that we have. And this is 72 inches long as well. Wonderful kind of distressed look to them. Not solid white, but has that kind of mottled look to it. Not really tying these, I'm just kind of twisting them to give me a somewhat of a knot look, just to give something different, and then letting that trail down. So the decor beads are item 33. They are $25. These are gorgeous on your mantle, kind of stretched out. What's the word I'm wanting to say? Just gently laid on the mantle, as well as hung from the mantle like you would a garland. These are also really pretty on a Christmas tree. You can also put this on a long piece of furniture like a buffet. Kind of start it on one end and kind of snake it around. Very pretty. Then I'm going to add item 34. These are our rusty distressed birds. They have two different poses. We've got this one. I'm going to put that on this side. And then love the pose of this one. It's like it's going to sleep. It's either cleaning itself or kind of trying to tuck its beak under its wing to go to sleep. So the rusty birds, those, let me get this centered. There we go. Are item number 34, and they are $10 each. And then one last thing, move this back just a hair, give us just a tiny bit more color, is one of our duck egg blue nest with the 2 large eggs in it. This is item 35. It is $4. And can just add that in up here. and gives you just a little something extra and a little more pop of color. All right, so quick recap on this vignette. Item 30, the black vintage tray, is $19. Item 31, the blue-gray cast iron jardiniere, $69. Item 32, the Seraphine half spheres are $11. Item 33, the 72-inch white cadence bead garland, is $25. Item 34, the rusty birds are $10 each. And item 35, the large 2-egg nest, is $4. So I'm going to take you down and turn you around, and we are going to go out on the porch. I've got the lights on out there for us. As we are walking through the shop, if there's anything you want to ask about, let me know, or if there was anything that you wanted to see. And again, those of you who missed us this weekend for our herb event, we had some really yummy foods, and we will be doing a video this week to show you how to make the fresh focaccia at home. It is so easy and just the best focaccia I've ever had. It is so good. Just because it's fresh, I'm sure that makes all the difference. And we also pinned several different recipes and ideas for the fresh herbs on our Pinterest page. So you can go on there and click on herbs and herb recipes, and you'll be able to see a lot of the things you missed this weekend. So the noise you hear is one of the fountains. Actually, I bet I should turn it off, because that probably means it is out of water. So I'm going to start off by going down here and turning that off. I guess it's just been so hot, it's soaked up some of our water. So the fountains, we have white and green. Flip that. There we go. Now, it is okay until I can get some water in it. So there's the green version of the fountain, and they have the pump and everything. Just add water to those. These are our vinyl and copper bird houses and feeders. The gorgeous wall fountains. These are crown bird feeders. They come with a bracket that's sitting back here, and they hang on the wall like that. I hung mine on the corners of the gazebo. I did one kind of catty-cornered from the other one. You can put birdseed in there or candles. Just a really pretty look. So just giving you a little look around, and then you can ask me about anything you want. Hey Renee, hey Cindy, hey Elizabeth. That is a crazy frog. You know, they hear me when I come out here, and they have to show out. Be sure that you know that they're here. This is a really cool old piece from a corbel. We pieced the two pieces together and painted it a really pale pink. And our gorgeous cast iron garden angel. Some of our super fluffy bunnies. And these are something we just got. These are topiary forms. So if you put this in your pot and train ivy over it, or even vinca, any other kind of vine, you can have a nice ball very quickly by just putting it on those topiary forms. These are some of our wind chimes and rain chains. We still have a few of our flamed copper cardinals. The garden shed signs, these are the metal flower containers that look like the European wall fountains. Our cast iron garden faces, love these. And then this old iron bed frame. I don't know why I said frame. Headboard, there we go. That makes a gorgeous garden gate. Also really pretty to mount on a wall and decorate like we have with lots of our garden gates that you have seen. Had no idea the frogs were going to be so loud. They must be coming up here because there's not a lot of water. Do you hear the geese now? Oh. It's quiet here, but not quiet, if you know what I mean. If you hear the bullfrogs get started down at the pond, it is so loud. This is the white, larger version of the wall pocket, and these are our Real Touch ferns. They look fabulous. The last of our pink and cream Real Touch hydrangeas. Another sign. Our moss bird houses. Oh, and these look fabulous. And if Linda Oden is on here, I rode by your house and I saw where you use these on your urns at the end of your porch, and they look fabulous. I started thinking what I should do is hop off and do a live real quick and say, I'm at Linda Oden's house and look what she did and it looks so good, that I should stalk y'all when you buy things and I see it outside at your house and I can jump on and show it to everybody. Somebody going to get mad with me if I do that. I would only say, oh, how good this looks. So maybe one day you'll see me outside your house with my phone whipped out showing everybody on Facebook how good your stuff looks. Wall pockets with the succulents. These are our large flamed hummingbirds. Those are a really pretty outdoor wall decor. Somebody needs to take home this cute vintage concrete doggy. Such a cutie. One of my favorite planters. Another wind chime. Oops, sorry, my thing needs to be tightened up. It's moving on me. It's our last concrete green bird. Let's see what we have over here. Oh, these planters are pretty new. We haven't had those long, the big metal planters. And we're showing you what it looks like to put one of our small obelisks in there. So you could have all your blooming plants at the bottom and then plant something up it like a clematis or some other type of vine to give it some height. That would be really, really pretty. We got green cloches in for the first time this year. This are our last two, be sure I'm telling the truth, yep. Last two of the topiary forms. The one is fallen over there. It's a large and a small. And those are black. The white have sold out. That's another wonderful thing to add to your pots. It really gives you all the wonderful height so easily. Hey, Angela. One of the smaller fountains. Another one of the green cloches. Love this old garden gate. It's trying to get dark out here. And then last but not least, love how the ferns look in this. This would be really pretty to put a live fern in this, or just to use one of our Real Touch ferns because that looks so good in there. All right, ladies, anybody have any questions for me? We will be open regular hours and days this week, 10 to 5, Thursday and Friday. Our next weekend event will be, of course, I walked too far and the internet smacked me. Our next weekend event will be July 7th and 8th. I was trying to find the cows. You see them over there by the light pole? They are, it's funny, this weekend somebody said, "Is that cow pregnant?" I was like, "No, she's just chunky." Our girls are healthy. They do not miss any meals. But July 7th and 8th will be our charcuterie event. Going to have all kinds of boards and pieces and parts for charcuterie. We'll have kits that we'll put together to make it easy for you to put together some yummy charcuterie boards. We'll do a dessert board as well as a regular board and some fun demos. So be sure to mark your calendar for that. And then next thing you know, fall will be here. And we will have out some wonderful fall things going tomorrow to do some gourd shopping, to get some cool gourds for this fall. So after I sign off, if you have any other questions or you are watching late, just go ahead and type in your questions and we will be monitoring those and answer you tomorrow. If you purchased anything and you are new and we do not have your email address and shipping address if you need it, please go ahead and message those to us because we don't pull your order until we have that information. Don't want you to miss out. Oh, and I saw the round top and thought to tell you that hopefully our fall round tops will be here the 1st of July. Because you definitely want to know as soon as they get in so that you get first choice. Lots of cool new ones coming in. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you in the shop soon.